Hi everyone and welcome to this week's Q&A. I hope you had a great week. Today I'm going to talk about assignment sales. So that's something that's come up a lot, especially with all of the new construction that's happening in Toronto. There are a lot of assignment sales going on. So what is an assignment? An assignment is basically when someone has purchased a property, and we're just going to talk about condos here, but it can happen with a house as well. They purchased a property pre-construction, and prior to it being built or prior to the building being registered, they want to assign the deal to somebody else. So it's basically like you are selling the paperwork, so to speak. So when does that usually happen? Generally, there's a time period that it will happen within the building, between the time the building has been starting to sell and the time it's going to be occupied. So it could happen anywhere really from about a year up to the time it's supposed to close. So why does somebody want to assign a property, or why would someone want to buy an assignment? Sometimes people find, for different reasons, they may purchase a condo way in advance of it being ready. So it could be 5 or 6 years. And of course, life changes, circumstances change, and they decide that they want to assign it and not take possession of that unit. That's generally what's happened. It could be for financial reasons or just because lifestyle has changed. Now, why would someone want to purchase an assignment sale? A lot of times people want to get into the building and perhaps didn't have an opportunity, and they want to think sometimes that it might be cheaper if they buy it as an assignment, which is not always necessarily the case. And so the costs associated with assigning a property are, you still have to pay commission, because normally when you are going to assign your condo, you are going to put it on the MLS. That's always the better way to go than trying to do it privately, of course. So you're going to pay the commission, and you're probably going to pay some sort of an assignment fee. Now that will be in your contract that you sign with the condo. So just make sure you are reading all of the fine print. No costs associated per se with buying something as an assignment, except that you have to remember there are often a lot of fees that go with buying new construction. Could be even including HST depending on your circumstances, but also sometimes builder fees and different things. So you just want to make sure you are reading the fine print again and having a lawyer review all of that information. So is it worth it to buy an assignment? Is it worth it to sell an assignment? These questions have so much to do with what situation you are in your life and what you paid for the property or what you want to pay if you're the buyer. So there's definitely pros and cons with assignments. From a buying perspective, it's probably 50-50. You just have to be very careful, because the biggest mistake I see from people wanting to buy assignments is that it's very hard to see what a unit looks like on paper. Unless you're standing there and looking out the window and really feeling it and being in the space, it's hard to imagine what it's going to be like. So if it's something that you intend to actually live in, just remember, without seeing it in person, it's a little bit difficult. So those are my thoughts on assignments. There are lots of more details I could go over, but as always, feel free to contact me anytime, reach out, or text me, message me, and you can always, of course, pass this along to someone you think that might be interested. Hope you have a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.